Hey VV Nation, Glenn Tompkins here, senior instructor on our YouTube channel. Love bringing these videos to the forefront. And I'm just going to keep this graph up in the background because this video is entitled, Do This Now, You'll Thank Me Later. Now, what's that all about? Do what now? Well, as you look at this market timing graph in the background, this is a depiction of what's really truly going on in the market right now. It's not anything that I've got to say. It's not anything that I'm just pointing. Listen, this is the market. So what should you be doing now? Let's get to answering that question. One thing, cash is king. There's a lot of people out there, and you know something, that's not a very popular thing to say, but people feel that they've got money in the market, that they've got to have it all in the market at all times, or they're missing out on something. But cash is a position, and cash could be king right now, especially if you're very nervous about what's going on in the market. You don't need to sweat about it. Maybe you just set money on the side and wait for the market to come to you before you do anything. People, I don't want you to try to outguess the market, because every time we do, the market's got a quick way of humbling us each and every time. Let the market come to you. And if you're in positions where you say, I'm going to buy this long and it goes down, all right, I'm going to short this and it goes up, sit still. Evidently, your trading plan is not working right now. And instead of taking big losses, it's okay to be in cash. Number two, short stocks. Well, if I'm looking at this market timing graph in the background, it looks like a great time to short stocks, but not everybody's comfortable doing that. See, that entails borrowing money from your broker, having or borrowing stocks from your broker, and having a margin account. There's good and bad with that. Having a margin account gives you more money to invest in. But if you start losing your broker's money, you get a knock at your door, because that's a margin call. Nobody wants to be in that position. So if you're capable and comfortable shorting stocks, this is a great time for you to short stocks. How about this? How many of you out there have long-term stocks that you're taking losses in, but you're sitting back and you're going, well, it's got to come back. It's going to come back. Exactly. How low is low? And you keep digging yourself into that hole, holding that long-term winner. Now, many of you have legacy stocks that have been passed down to you that you own at dirt cheap. I'm never going to tell you to get out of those stocks, ever, 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 ever. But for those of you who are in long-term stocks in your retirement portfolios that you've gotten in the last couple of years, and you really don't want to get rid of them because you know that they're great stocks, how about buying protective puts or selling covered calls? That's a good way to absorb some of the price decline on those stocks. But again, you got to know a little bit about options to be able to do that. But that's another great way to protect and hold on to those long-term positions that long-term will do right. So now let's get into the meat and potatoes. For those of you who really want to take advantage of what's going on in the market right now, and you're antsy because you got money in your hands and it's burning a hole in your hands. Remember when your mama and daddy used to tell you, man, you got that little bit of money and it's burning a hole in your hand? That's what's going on with a lot of you investors out there. And you're saying, well, I got to be doing something because, all right, fine, I got something for you we're going to talk about in a second. So now let's focus our attention on why these things are important in the current market conditions. Folks, this is our market timing graph. For those of you who feel that you can't time the market, I'm here to tell you that we've been doing it for 30 years. Now, when I say time the market, we don't predict which way the market is going to go. We are trend followers. We follow the trend, and we keep our subscribers on the right side of the trend. Now, if you want to keep on top of what's going on from a market timing perspective in a live scenario, every Monday at Midday Market Update at 12 p.m. on Mondays, we will still dive into our market timing and get you prepared for the week on what's going on from a market timing perspective. You'll never be 5 days off of a market top or a market bottom to know when to get in or get out. All right, so that's number one. Here's a trend line from the November high. And look at that, connecting all of the highs. This is where we are. Folks, this is why I say cash is king. This is why I say short stocks. This is why I say put on protective puts or sell covered calls. That's the market. Well, why is the market like that? Well, we've beat that to death as well. When we talk about inflation, we talk about the rising interest rates, we talk about a war in Ukraine. There's a lot of things affecting the market to the downside. And again, I've said this on more than one occasion. I take my hat off to the Fed saying that his current monetary policy was going to affect the economy and cause it pain. Folks, this is that pain. All right, there's no getting around it. And you know something? How low is low? We don't know how low is low. So let me point out a couple of things. One, trend from November, we're in a downtrend. The most recent bounce up from this level of support was back in August. Nice little relief rally. What caused that? Oil prices. Oil prices going up, gasoline prices going up, and that's what the jump was. Nothing more than that. All right. Then we got a new trend line from the August high here, and we're still in it. All right. This trend line serves as a good level of resistance. I'm also using 3 and 8 exponential moving averages. Let's take this a step further. All right. Let's look at this on a bigger scale. Here's my bigger scale. Let's go put on my market timing graph. And now let's look at the 50 and the 200. And looking at this cross, also known as the death cross that happened back in January of this year, folks, this is the market. Now, there's a positive sign here. Notice how the 50 is getting closer to the 200. Does that mean anything? Well, that means that somewhere down the line, we may have an opportunity to bounce back up, but it ain't happening just yet. So I wanted to put out a picture that is conducive to a lot of people's thinking and really looking at the market. There's the death cross. We're still in it. That's why the things that I talked about to do now are so important. Now, I'm going to address those people who have all that money burning in their hands and they say, I got to be in the market no matter what. What do I need? Well, again, I talked about shorting stocks. There's a lot of searches in the VectorVest system to help you to find stocks to sell short. I'm going to show you something. The most recent long-term down call that we had from our market timing perspective happened on 8/26. Down call, there's the red arrow, down call, and we're still in that confirmed down call until right now. So what could you be doing right now? What could make my portfolio take off? I got something for you. I'm going to go to our viewers tab, and I've got 5 contra ETFs that I want you guys to keep your eyes on. All right, we have FAZ, SOXS, the tech stocks, FANG-D, High Beta, HIBS, and Webs. All of these are triple leverage contras. So I need you to understand that these are very aggressive picks. On a good up day, these contras will lose a lot of money. So I need you to be aware. The market's going down. We don't know how low is low, but keeping all of that in mind, where is the best place to do this now? I've gone back to that date of 8/26 of 2022 when we got the confirmed down call. I want to show you just how powerful this whole conversation is of why you need to do this now. I'm doing a quick test of these top 5. Holy smokes. Look at that. 49.5% while the market is down, or the S&P is down over 11%. Folks, these are easy to invest in. You buy these long, you're not selling anything short, you don't need a margin account. You buy these long, and as the market goes down, these go up in price, as you can see over the last 2 months, to the tune of over or just about 50%. Folks, I know that this is not a glamorous video about telling you, hey, go buy this stock, go do this, that. Folks, sometimes you got to take a step back and understand that your portfolio is your portfolio and it's your livelihood. It's your investment in yourself long term. So the things to think about doing now, it's okay to be in cash and wait for the market to come to you. Why is that the case? Because this is a very trying week. We've got 2 inflation reports coming out. We have the Fed minutes coming out. We've got oil inventories. There's a lot of things that are have moving parts in what's going on this week that could affect the market in one way or the other. Also keep in mind, we have the upcoming midterm elections. Shorting stocks for you guys that are more apt and able to do that. Buying puts, selling calls on the stocks that you hold long term to protect you against absorbing all of that downside, and contra ETFs. You saw what they've done in the last couple of months. Folks, Pay attention to this. Share this with people you know, because you can make a difference in their investing life as well. If you like what you saw here, don't forget to hit the like video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you'll be alert. Folks, it's my pleasure to bring these videos to you, but I need you to promote this out on your social circles. With that, folks, this video is over. And until the next time, see ya.